Nscn ke Khango group ra Angami laga contractor action ge that penalty dibule kware Angami youth organization ba aji July 27 day emergency presidential council meeting ekta loigina resolution 3 da pass kori dishe AYO bra janai dishe ki itia do Angami area thaga pura de Nscn ke Khango group nimide non cooperation zone hoi jabo alag resolution ekta loare Khango group laga cater subke APO resolution 1993 de law manibule expect kure kute koigina se ki NNPG kange eku contribution na dibo AYO bra goshe idu resolution do tuli jabo aro apsos dikhaise ki daikan request kuria biche debi group khan bra ignore greshe meeting de Angami laga charter range Southern, Northern, Western aro Chakroma bra executive members sop ahishe aro Angami Bosti sopra youth organization kan laga president aro general secretary kan bi ahishe janai dibo Nscn ke Khango group ra contractor jaleo rulo kam kuria sopte percentage demand kurishe aro dianai kole capital punishment dibo gogina tamgi dishe itu mamla bra AYO aro Khango group laga majure chamela olai jeshe contractor ke action manu nijor ke max madigina phone kurishe gushe aro 15 din bidor tax na dile capital punishment dibo kwa janaishe contractor bra edu demand opor sawal kurigina mania nai gushe.
This is in regard to the presidential meeting which is being conveyed this afternoon, which was a meeting called to all the 4 ranges of the Angami villages. We want to highlight what had happened and then what made us to convene this presidential meeting this afternoon. There was a threat being given to one of our Angami contractor, who is the proprietor of KKB Rulho. He is a very prominent contractor, one of the most and very important personality among the Angamis, who has had immense role and contribution towards the Angami social organizations, to the churches, as well as the various Naga national political groups, so on and so forth. He was warned to call the Nscn K Khango group by Saturday, which was on the 20th of July, before 4 p.m. Otherwise, action will be taken against him. So, with the compulsion from his family members to attend, or for that matter, to call up that particular phone number, he had rang up to that person on the 20th of Saturday. And then when the person on the other side received the call, he claimed himself to be as Max, a member of the finance controller committee formed by the Nscn K Khango group. And then he had demanded the contractor, saying that apni laga kam kiman kuri ase, apni kam kiman paigina ase, mugan sob jani ase, itu bara apni mugan laga government ge itu laga tax tarai dibi 15 days agide na hoile to capital punishment itu apni laga pore dibo kuigine tage kuise. He had said that, replied back, apni khan laga authorization nauli government logode kiba kagos thagine ami logode ahise na over the phone he itu ahigine apni khan itu demand aro threat dia ase gune kore tai ko do hile do tai do high command Nscn K Khango government bara kuri ase to bara tai phone bara tai ge demand kuri laga ase. Otherwise no authorization letter or nothing as such from Nscn K Khango group or whatsoever, or any authority from that Nscn K Khango group. So he also said and declined that phone bara alak kisi manu ahigine iniga demand gurado sob kiniga nahole bi kiniga itu to entertain kuribo kuigine tai to flatly decline kurise. But still then itu manu do tai ge telephonic conversation de 15 days agila na dele do capital punishment, and then which is that penalty will be sanctioned against him. So taking into consideration of this threat received by one of our very prominent Angami member, one of a tall figure from the Angami community, the Angami Youth Organization has decided to take up this case of the proprietor of KKB Rulho. And then subsequently on the 22nd of July, we have called the Angami region chairman of the Nscn Khango group to IO office to have a joint meeting whereby the Nscn Khango group of Angami region attended the meeting with 10 members comprising of the town commander, the guard commander, and then their subsequent workers of the Angami region. When we have met them, we told them that apni khan laga faction bara ami khan laga manu ekta ahi gine society de sobse responsible manu ekta ge ahi gine abji death threat di gine ase apni khan aro max kui gine apni khan laga Nscn ke Khango group para ase kui gine kuise itu laga de apni khan eku knowledge ase na gine tahang ge hodia dam de apni khan ki knowledge ase itu ami khan logoda ekbar share kuri dibi na gine kwa dam de tai khan laga Nscn ke Khango group laga chairman aro region Angami region chairman aro town commander bara kwa dole do tai khan itu manu max kwa dole do tai khan laga Nscn ke Khango group te thaka do itu manu la nam eku na jani aro ini ga manu ekta thaka bi na jani gune kuje itu bara ami khan ayo khan ge koi gine ami khan ge olop din di gine moi khan ge ekbar itu ami khan laga higher up ami khan laga Nscn ke Khango government logoda ekbar itu kisa ekbar discuss korle di gine apni khan ge refer back koribi na kwa bara ami khan 22 evening de tai khan ge log pai gine kwa dole do ঠিক আছে যদি তাই খান আপনি খান না জানে আর আপনি খান লাগা গভর্নমেন্ট বাড়ি তাইকে ডিসঅন গুড়িয়ে গুলে তো আপনি খান লাপড়া আছে না হলে বি ম্যাক্স কই কিনে Nscn কে Khango লাগা গভর্নমেন্ট লাগা নাম লই কিনে একজন মানুষকে ডেথ থ্রেট দিবলে পারাদো হইলে তো তাই ইনি মিছামিছি বানা করিব জি হইলে বি গভর্নমেন্ট ভিতরে একজন মানুষ ফিগার ডাঙর একটা থাকা রেসপন্সিবল থাকিব এটো করা আপনি খান ইটো ক্লেম ডিসঅন করিছে বলে তো আমি খান আইওহে ইটো কেস উঠাবো আর itu suru kuri na ajibar suru kuri na itu laga solution last na hatok ami khan itu to na charibo koi gine Angami region khan logo debi ayo laga stand du koi dise 3 din de jai gine Dimapur de ta khan laga high officials khan ge log paise bise tade jadam de ahi gine wapas ahadam de 23 evening de ami khan ge phone kurise ami khan laga high authority khan ge log pai gine ha ase kiniga gorile ba hobo gine kwa do gile to ami khan to thik ase 24 din de একবার আৰু আমি কান আইও অফিস তে লগ পাবো গই কিনে তাতে আমি কান লগ পাই কিনে ডিসকাস কৰিছে তো ইনিকা হোৱাদে তাই কান বাৰা যাই কিনে হায়াৰ অথৰিটি খান লগতে লগ পাদলে তো কেবিনেট তাহানা ভিতৰে থাকা কেবিনেট মিটিং থাকিছে গৈছে তাতে তাই খান লাগা হোম কিলনচাৰ ফাইনান্স কিলনচাৰ ওয়েস্টাৰ্ণ কমান্ড খান থাকিছে গৈছে নহলে বি তাই খান ফাৰ্স্ট লগ পাদলে তো ইটো মানুহ মেক্স তো কোন আছে ইটা খান কোন বি নাজানে গৈছে ফাইনান্স তাই খান ফাইনান্স কন্ট্রোলার কমিটি দে তাহান লাগা ফাইনান্স চাপলি কিলনচাৰ তো পাবি তো মেক্স তো কোন আছে তাহান না জানে গই কিনে ইটো তাই খান ভিতরে ডিসকাস কৰিছে গৈছে ইনিয়া থাকা দাম দে তো Angami region খান বি তাই খান লাগা ডাঙৰ সাপ খান গে কোৱা হলে তো ইটো মানুহ আমি খান লাগা গ্ৰুপ লা নাম লৈ কিনে KKB ৰ প্ৰপাইটাৰ লগতে ডেথ থ্ৰেট দি কিনে আছে তো আমি খান ইটো একবাৰ ডিটেইল বিচাৰব লাগিব কিনে কোৱা পিছে ইটো কোৱা পিছে দে আফটাৰ সাম টাইম দে had claimed that this max is being assigned by the higher authority. So higher authority gule to home minister la opore to gule to taihan finance kilonser home minister bi na jane gule to itu laga opore gule to it is either the general secretary, the vice president or the president of the Khango group who is involved and who has assigned the particular max to put on demand to the contractor as well as to warn him and then of a death penalty which was in the form of capital punishment. Iniga thaga de takhan bara ahi gine responsibility to claim gurise 2014 de ami khan laga government ase gine higher authority khan bari to kuase gine to kuise tai khan laga second to hile to ami khan Angami youth organization khan ge question gurise Angami youth organization laga Nscn ke Khango group te contribution ki thagina আজি আহি কিনে Nscn কে Khango group কে চ্যালেঞ্জ কৰা আছে কিনে ইটো আহি কিনে পইণ্ট নম্বৰ 2 তো কৈছে তাই খান লাগা সাইড পানি পৰা তো ইটো আমি খান তাতে রেসপন্ড কৰাটো হইলে তো আহি কিনে আজি আপনি খান বন্দুক খান লৈ কিনে अलग अलग नागा पॉलिटिकल ग्रुप ते थागा हन एकला नागा नेशनल मूवमेंट खाने काम करा ना होए the sacrifice that has been put by the churches, the sacrifice that has been put by the civil societies, the public organizations. Ami khan laga innocent victims khan bosti te thaka manu khan laga gor khan julai dise, grains khan julai dise. Ami khan apni khan ke buhiule jaga na thaka ramne kha lole khawle dise, buhiule dise. Ami khan apni khan karne kiman ami khan elders khan kiman apni khan karne fight kuri gine ceasefire ani gine halule parise. Aji apni khan ahi gine Kohima for that matter or anywhere apni khan buya to hule to aji civil societies khan public organizations khan apni khan laga support thaki gine thaka wala apni khan peacefully buhule parayas na hoye. I think ahi gine yede itu question raise kora to hule to we can very boldly say that common people also has more contribution than anyone in any of the headquarter camps. Our contribution can never be undermined. Public manu laga contribution kita be undermine na grow lage khali bunduk duri gine kem de buha to he naga nation khane kam kura na hoy ami khan sob different spheres of life ta gine contribute kura se gine itu message bi Nscn ke Khango group khan logode itu tang laga point number 2 de itu tang logode bi kuise and then for that matter taking instance of this incident the other national political groups should also understand the contribution the sacrifices that the common people the general public has made for the Naga national movement till date. Third take, ami khan ke koa to hule to itu contractor, particular contractor na hule to Angami youth organization khan jai gine tai khan laga president na hule to general secretary ke mon de bara ta khan ita station gurin thaka jaga de lok pabi guine kuise. Ami khan itu condition de hule to tai khan ke reply bra to hule to we have said that the party at fault today is not the Angami youth organization. Had it been some other occasion, alag din hule to Angami youth organization having called, or it is our responsibility to reach out to any Naga political group. We have made Amikhan Jaigine Naga political groups Kumba ke bhi lok pai dise, courtesy visit bhi dise. We still have in our agenda to meet some other to meet more Naga political groups. Na hoile bhi aji laga issue alag ase. Today one of our most prominent member, a tall leader from the Angami, whose life has been threatened. It is the responsibility of the Nscn Khango authority who has threatened the life of our member. Taihan Ami Khan reach out kuro lage. It is not the IO. The contractor is out of question. Ahi gine tangelo paule laga because the case is being taken by the IO. IO aji case luigina ase. Itu case to date 22 bara suru kuri gine itu laga last talk na puncha talk itu case to it is with the Angami youth organization. The contractor has no more or nothing to do anymore with this case.
The Angami youth organization has offered the olive branch to the Nscn Khango group to come forward to sit across the table for discussion, but they have flatly denied this, so we were compelled to call for the presidential council meeting. Likewise, even the non-cooperation to the group has been called for ignoring our request. And accordingly, for recalling back all the Angami members who are part of the Nscn Khango group, to these, all the 4 presidents are here. So we are requesting them to look to the Angami members who are part of their region. The Western will look for the Western Angami members who are part of the Nscn Khango group. Likewise, same with the Southern, Northern and Chakrama. It seems how many, we are yet to know about the number. So, and this is not the end. We are always welcoming them, but they ignored our requests. So likewise, if they can still come forward yet, if they do not, then we will carry out our own way of agitation in a phase-wise manner. So maybe we will wait for 1 or 2 more days, but if they do not respond, then we will initiate further course of action, and this will be announced only next week.
In regard to the amount that was demanded, as I've said earlier, the particular person just called up and said that apni kiman kam kurise, kiman kam paigina ase, aru kiman kam gura ase, tuhan jani ase, tora apni he. Tate bara government ke ki dibu lage 15 days bitore dibi gune kuje. No amount mentioned, no nothing, just saying that of all the works that he has done, the works that is undergoing, the works that he has been awarded recently, Out of that, no percentage has been mentioned, just saying that to pay to the government within 15 days. Otherwise, he will be imposed with capital punishment. The second thing is that since the responsibility is being claimed by the Nscn Khango group, the case has been taken up at the level of the Angami Youth Organization. We, as an organization, at this juncture, we may not take up the case through the government level. However, officials from the PHQ has conveyed to us while in a telephonic conversation that they will be filing a suo motu case. And then in regard to the recalling of the workers under the Nscn government from the Angami community, this is a clarion call. So definitely every range and every village will take care of its own member who are there. And then since it is the appeal of the IO, I suppose every worker will voluntarily be out of the Nscn group unless this matter is being settled. See, the finance minister is not aware about this issue. The home minister is not aware about this issue. So as we see the structure of the functioning in our Naga national political groups, I think it is the president, the vice president, the general secretary, then comes the home minister, then comes the other cabinet minister, we have the collective leadership, we have various forms of steering committee. But from our point of view, the understanding here is that it is from the higher up who are out there in Mont. So it may not be an assumption also, but it is an ultimate thing that it is someone above the home minister. That is the prime minister and then the president, as we say. As of within the Angami region, we are being told that 18 of them are there.
See, the Angami Youth Organization was established with the preamble to protect our land and our people. So likewise, all the members, particularly the youth, will be aware of this. Anytime, if he or she is wrong, we are not there to support him or her. But in any situation where he or she face trouble, though he is in the right path, yet they can approach the office anytime. So right after we were informed that after he got the threat from the faction, he called up his family members, near and dear ones, to discuss about it. But it was beyond something, a threat that in the future the family alone maybe find difficulty to handle it. So they approached the IO office. We are always ready. So likewise they have informed, and it is the office of the Angami organization, with no doubt, with no iota of doubt, we accepted that we will take up this case to solve the matter. But once again, I reiterate that there are times that we also need to solve, or someone may impersonate the faction also to light of also interacted with the Angami region of the Nscn Khango group to also authenticate the matter, and we were informed that they have on the responsibility. It is the doing of the Nscn Khango group. And so likewise today we have offered the olive branch to them, but they ignored our request. That's all.
IO, or for that matter any organization, we are tenure based. So in some particular years, yes, it is an undeniable fact that taxation is one of the biggest menace in our society. However, there are so many incidents where it is not reported or it is not being addressed to the public organizations. But this particular incident, I suppose, is one of the most eye-opening, and then it is in fact a revelation of what and how common people as well as people in the those who have struggled and are prospering well, how the amount of problems that they are facing. I think this incident is one of the eye-opener, not only for the Angamis, but for the entire Naga society. So, as we have stated earlier, the 1993 resolution of the APO for one tax, one government as well as the reiteration of that resolution in 2015 by the APO. And then also the IO had discussed this matter with the incumbent APO office bearers as well. And then the APO, the present APO, has fully endorsed the IO to reiterate the 1993 resolution. It is, I think that is one of the most important questions that I feel. The silence of the public should not be mistaken as our weakness. Today, be it individual or be it in your villages, every one of us have our own arms and ammunitions. We might not have those automatics. We may have also. We have our own arms and ammunition to protect ourselves. Things may be too late if the common people, the general public, are always threatened. We have also seen instances of the public uprising. If the Naga national groups continue to burden our people and our citizens, the day may not be far away where the common man will not hesitate to take up action, or for that matter, to take up arms, and then it will be, the incident may have far-reaching effect on our society. We had had enough is enough. So the general public and the citizens should not be undermined.